Imagine you are sitting across from someone truly incredible. The lighting is perfect, the conversation is flowing, and you feel that spark. Everything is going better than you ever expected. Then, you open your mouth, say one specific sentence, and suddenly the air in the room turns cold. You watch their smile fade, their eyes wander to the exit, and you realize you just blew your chance. Most people think first dates are ruined by big disasters like spilling a drink or being late, but the truth is much more subtle. There are 3 specific things that act like landmines in a conversation. If you step on them, the date is over before the check even arrives. Today, I am going to tell you exactly what those 3 things are and why they are so dangerous, so you never have to walk away from a great date wondering where it all went wrong. The first thing you should never, ever talk about is your ex. This seems like common sense, but you would be shocked at how many people fall into this trap. It usually starts small. Maybe a song comes on and you mention it was your ex's favorite, or you see something on the menu they used to love. Before you know it, you are 5 minutes deep into a story about your past relationship. Here is the problem: when you talk about an ex, your date feels like a third wheel in their own romantic evening. They aren't thinking about how honest or open you are. They are thinking that you aren't over your past. Even if you are saying something negative about your ex, it still shows that they are taking up space in your head. No one wants to compete with a ghost. A first date is supposed to be a fresh start, a clean slate where the only 2 people who matter are the ones at the table. When you bring up a past partner, you are essentially bringing your baggage to the dinner table and asking your date to help you carry it. It changes the vibe from romantic and exciting to heavy and awkward. Save the history lessons for much later. For now, focus on the person sitting right in front of you. The second thing you must avoid is complaining about your life or being overly negative. We all have bad days, difficult bosses, or annoying roommates, but a first date is not the place for a vent session. Negativity is incredibly draining. If you spend the first hour talking about how much you hate your job, how terrible the traffic was, or how the service at the restaurant is too slow, you are branding yourself as a glass half-empty person. Your date is looking for a reason to spend more time with you, and nobody actively seeks out someone who brings them down. Moods are contagious. If you are radiating frustration and annoyance, your date is going to start feeling that way too, and they will subconsciously associate those negative feelings with you. You want to be the highlight of their week, not another chore they have to deal with. Focus on the things that make you happy, the things you are passionate about, and the goals you are working toward. Positivity is attractive. It shows that you have a life you enjoy and that you are someone who looks for the good in situations. Even if the food isn't great or the weather is bad, laugh it off. Showing that you can handle small inconveniences with a smile is a huge green flag. It tells your date that you are resilient and fun to be around, even when things aren't perfect. The third and perhaps most dangerous thing to talk about is the future with a capital F. I'm talking about marriage, how many kids you want, or where you plan to retire. While it is important to know what you want in life, bringing these heavy topics up on a first date can feel like an interrogation or a high-stakes interview. It puts an immense amount of pressure on the other person. They are just trying to figure out if they like your laugh and what your favorite movie is. They aren't ready to decide if they want to move to the suburbs with you in 5 years. When you jump too far ahead, it can come across as desperate or like you are trying to cast someone in a role rather than getting to know them as an individual. It scares people off because it skips the most important part of a relationship, the build-up. You have to earn those conversations by spending time together and building trust. A first date should be light, curious, and playful. Think of it like a movie trailer. You want to give them the best parts so they want to see the whole film, but you don't give away the ending in the first 30 seconds. Keep the conversation in the present moment. Ask about their hobbies, their favorite travel stories, or what they do for fun. Build a connection first, and the big life questions will naturally find their way into the conversation later down the road. If you can avoid these 3 traps, you are already ahead of 90% of the dating pool. You will come across as confident, present, and genuinely fun to be around. Remember, the goal of a first date isn't to find out if this person is your soulmate, it's just to find out if you want to have a second date. Keep it simple, keep it positive, and keep it focused on the here and now. If you found these tips helpful and want more advice on how to navigate the crazy world of modern dating, make sure to like this video, share it with a friend who might need a little help, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our latest tips. Good luck out there, and remember to just be yourself, the best version of yourself. See you in the next one.